And with that, the 2022 NASCAR Championship is complete. And the 2022 season itself is over. And Joey Logano is a two-time NASCAR champion. We're going to break down this entire race, but he completely dominated it. He led 187 laps. He led all four of the championship drivers, all three other championship drivers for all but one lap. He was the car to beat today, and nobody could beat him. We'll talk about his history at Phoenix. We'll talk about the other championship drivers here. But first, congratulations to Joey Logano. Heck of a race. That's all you can really say. Tip your cap and move on to next year. But as you can tell, I'm a little sad in my voice. I felt like crying a couple of times today. Not only for Chase Elliott. I am a Chase Elliott fan. But also just, I'm a huge NASCAR fan. I watched every single race this year, pretty much start to end without distraction from like a phone or my job or whatever. I sat down and watched every single race, so for it to be over is really sad that we won't get NASCAR for about 3 more months. So just hear me out when I say this with a heavy heart. I love NASCAR, and I can't wait for next season. But, yeah, congratulations to Joey Logano for winning the 2022 championship. Clearly, he deserved it today, so let's talk about it. He led 187 laps. Like I said, no car passed him but for one lap, and it was Chase Elliott. I want to point that out. But Chase Elliott wrecked early in that third stage. Ross Chastain, again, Chastaining, if you will. And honestly, debate me about this in the comments. I'm a huge Chase Elliott fan, so when I say this, know that I'm not trying to just start something here. I don't think it was Ross Chastain's fault, completely. He didn't cut him any slack, let's just say that. Like, he probably could have backed off a little bit and probably not wrecked him, but Chastain's aggressive, and you know that's how he races. And unfortunately, Chase Elliott was just on the wrong side of it. So let's back up even further a second. So at the end of stage 2, or basically the entire stage 2, Joey Logano ran away with stage 1. He was running away with stage 2, but the caveat to that was fuel. There was a caution early in stage 2, about 100 laps left of the 125, and every single person in the field was on fumes, running out of gas. I mean, they were down to the lap, the corner maybe, to have enough fuel in their car to make it to the end of stage 2. And a couple of drivers, including Chase Elliott and William Byron, mention that here in a second, decided to pit and play a strategy. They maybe weren't going to finish the stage with fuel. They were going to run out, so they pitted, and they got a huge break. I mean, Chase Elliott didn't quite get back up to where he was. He pitted from 8th, got up to 15th, but you could tell that all the other cars were trying to save gas. He was busting it, trying to get all of his laps back and get through the field. And then through the pit stop at the end of the stage, everyone made it on fuel, so great job by everybody. But Chase Elliott picked up like a couple spots on pit road. So anyway, it's Logano, then Byron, Elliott, and Chastain. Here's the wreck. Chastain gets a huge run to start the restart, and Byron doesn't go anywhere. I'm not going to totally blame Byron here, but man, you can see the gap. He just did not go. Chase Elliott gets stacks up, and as Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain move down the track into the dogleg, Chastain beat him to the spot, and Chase Elliott gets turned into the wall. And amazingly, Chase Elliott's car is not even like damaged, but it's not the same car it was. And through that, Chase Elliott, like I had just mentioned, had picked up a bunch of spots. He was up to like 6th. He looked like he was, incredible. And I think there was another caution in there or something. It was right before that restart or something like that that bunched them all up again. Chase Elliott actually looked like he was competitive against Logano, and I think he would have had a chance. I'm not saying he would have won the race. Logano was dominant all day long, but it looked like Chase Elliott might have had a chance where he had fixed his car enough to at least stay with Logano, at least in the 1 or 2 laps there was before the caution came out again. Which stacked him up and caused Chase Elliott to wreck. But I can't blame Ross Chastain. He had a huge run. He beat him to a spot. Chase Elliott tried to play defense, tried to make a defensive move, and just got spun for it. I'm going to blame Chastain for not just, going down a little bit more or, actually wrecking him, but he can't lift. It's the championship, and as much as I hate to say it, I think it's on... Can I throw the blame on Byron a little bit? But I think it's more so on Chase Elliott than it was on Ross Chastain. But Chastain, he's aggressive, so maybe you other Chase Elliott fans out there see it a little differently, but that's a tough break. Other than that, though, the only other time that Logano was raced, I mean, I did not enjoy this race quite whatsoever, just compared to what we have seen in the last couple of weeks and just how dominant Logano was. It was not super exciting to watch, but the only other time that this race was competitive from a championship point of view was when Bell pit early in stage 3. He literally was like 0.4 of a second behind him, and then some lap traffic made his car worse or something, and it created the gap like 1.3 seconds, and Bell just could not recover, and then he had an awful pit stop at the end of stage 3. Looked like Chastain might have been able to run him down. Like I said, that last pit stop was really good for Chastain, not good at all for Bell, but Logano just ran away with it. And again, the only car in the field that gave Logano a run for his money was Brian Blaney, and their teammates. I don't know exactly how that conversation would go, but Logano was the best car today. And I'll be honest, I've loved NASCAR for pretty much all my life. I've watched it forever. I am not a huge fan of this point system the way it is, and you can argue with me back to a couple of years ago. I think Kevin Harvick winning 9 races in a year, Denny Hamlin, those two guys should have battled it out for the championship. That should have been their championship. Kyle Larson winning 9 races last year. He did win the championship, but he should have won the championship. Chase Elliott, clearly the best car all year. 5 races won. Probably should have won the championship. Maybe him and Logano go battle head-to-head. I don't know. But, I mean, I just don't like the one-race playoff. Like, Christopher Bell is probably a great example of this. It makes it exciting. It's great. But Christopher Bell clearly was good this year and definitely had a shot at the title. No, hard feelings or trash being thrown at him. But, man, he won 2 races to get to the next round. Exciting, sure, but was he the best car all year? Absolutely not. And to just be in that situation where you have to win the next race to get to the championship or whatever, I don't like that format whatsoever. I don't have a great solution to it, to be honest. I'm not saying the old way was perfect either, but I don't know. The real question I'm pointing out here is, did Joey Logano deserve to win the championship? Of the 4, arguably, Chase Elliott, like I said, regular season champ, overall probably should have won if you're looking at all 36 races. In the playoffs, absolutely not. Christopher Bell, he has a case if you're going to look at it from that point of view. He had the most momentum and everything going that way. Logano did win it at Las Vegas, but did he deserve to win the championship? Absolutely today. If you're looking at today's race, and that's all it comes down to. 35 races comes down to 1 race at the end of the season. I mean, like I said, I don't have a better solution for you, but did Joey Logano deserve to win the championship? Let me know in the comments below. As a Chase Elliott fan, I'm going to say no, but today he clearly did. He was the best car all day long. Nobody had a touch for him. Maybe Chase Elliott if he didn't wreck. Maybe Christopher Bell if he has a better pit stop, but those are what ifs, and Joey Logano ran a perfect race for what he could control today, and he wins the championship for it. Crazy season. This is, like I said, I've watched every single race pretty much from start to finish this entire year, and this was one of the best race seasons I've seen in a long time. I don't know how to put it otherwise. There was so much parity with the cars, obviously clean up the safety of them, make them safer, but there's so much that happened this year, and it was an awesome season. I'm a little salty that Joey Logano ends up winning. I don't hate Joey Logano, actually. He's grown on me a lot since he went into the broadcast booth like last year with the Xfinity cars. He's really smart. But Is he the best race car driver? I don't know. I don't like how aggressive he is, maybe. Does he deserve to win the championship? Let me know down in the comments, but congratulations to him nonetheless. I hope Chase Elliott can come back next year, and we'll see. But, yeah, so we got about 3 months until NASCAR starts again. I hope you all enjoyed this season, and let me know your thoughts on the race. If I had to rate this, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. I really, like I said, didn't superly, overly enjoy the race, but it's the last race of the season, so I was able to take it in and enjoy it as much as I could. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Congratulations to Joey Logano, and we'll see ya soon. Bye.